getting right into a focus area today on the live Q&A session. We had a lot of really, really good questions flow in from readers. One of them was around Amazon Alexa. Now, this is super, super relevant. It's a topic that I've been talking a lot about. And of course, we have the Nashville Voice Conference coming up that we need all of you in and around the Nashville area to sign up for. There's only 59 spots remaining. It's on July 31st, 2019. And we have a special message from the head of Amazon Alexa marketing, Dave Isbitsky. And myself and our CTO, Joe Wallace, are going to be presenting, but also we're going to conduct what's called like a speed dating format with the attendees where everyone's going to get a lot of great information. They're going to get to talk about how their business can benefit from an Alexa skill. So the question that came in through our, initially through our YouTube channel, but he's also follows us on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. There's a wedding singer from the UK who said, how can I use Alexa for my business in terms of being a wedding singer? And so, I mean, I think there's a huge opportunity. This is a great example. So an Alexa skill for a business is all about meeting your audience where they are in the moment and having a conversation with them and learning a little bit more about how your business can interact with them and how you can give them what they're looking for. So I would imagine that this particular wedding singer, his name is Greg. I would imagine, Greg, that your audience is either brides and grooms, parents of the bride, maybe parents of the groom, or just to be politically correct, it might be brides and brides or grooms and grooms or wedding planners, right? So wedding planners. But think about what you could bring that's valuable to all of them. Now, if you had an Alexa skill that anybody could access, any person that's ever been to a wedding, any person that's ever been to a music event, anyone, we're talking a lot of people here. We're talking like hundreds of millions of people that you could market this Alexa skill to. It could be free to use, pretty easy to build through maybe something like a blueprint. We could do it for you. You don't have to be a custom software developer to build a skill like this, but you do have to have some insight and some know-how into publishing in the Alexa developer console. But you could go to blueprints.amazon.com for something like this. That's a visual toolkit for building a voice skill. So imagine that the skill was accessible to anyone and it could interact with people about what types of songs make you feel a certain way at a wedding. You could maybe even start by asking the audience how they feel about your playlist. You might even be able to have a little audio sample of you playing the song at different weddings, or maybe in your recording studio, or a little acoustic version of it, or whatever, however you want to do it, right? You might then be able to just have a conversation and say, maybe on a song by song basis or a set list by set list basis with the audience saying, what do you think? Rate it this way. How does this song make you feel? Your skill could then gather all of the data around the answers that the audience is giving you around, would you dance to this song at a wedding? Have you heard of this song? How does this song make you feel when you go to a wedding? You could then present all of that data to brides, grooms, parents of the bride and or groom, and of course wedding planners, and then you become the wedding singer that has this Alexa skill that truly connects with your audience, presents data to the to your target audience that makes you different, keeps you with a unique differentiator, and gives you the ability to earn the business as well as be unique enough to get the word out about yourself through your skill. I mean, if I'm someone, I've been happily married for more than 13 years, and so I'm not in the market to necessarily hire you unless my son, who's 9, gets married in the next maybe 20 years and you have this Alexa skill, or my daughter, who's 7, gets married in the next 20 or 30 years and you have this Alexa skill out there. Now I'm potentially paying for a wedding or involved in paying for a wedding. I'm more likely to hire you, right, than other wedding singers, because you have this skill that I can interact with. I can tell you how I feel about a particular song, And if you present this data to me, I can say, oh, Greg knows what to play at a wedding. You could even geo-target the audience and aggregate data based on where the audience is coming in from. So I'm not as familiar with the UK, but you could even geo-target particular regions of the UK in which you are willing to travel to go play weddings, or the world. You might be willing to travel the world to go play weddings, or all of Europe, or whatever it is. You can maybe see, now I live in Spain, right? So you might be able to see audiences that are English speaking or bilingual in Spain. What are they more likely to want at a wedding in Spain than a wedding in London, for example, right? So this Alexa skill can be as simple or as complex as you want it. It can aggregate data, but it can be a huge differentiator for any business, even a wedding singer. No disrespect to wedding singers, Greg. This has been your data-driven weekly Q&A. Have a great day.